Welcome back to Apollo Justice, and we have a special guest with us
Avenge
today.
me again.
I hate Hobo Phoenix.
Everyone hates Hobo Phoenix.
Everybody
Welcome
hates
to
Hobo
the-
Phoenix.
No, there are some people that legitimately think it's a good idea. I'm like, no.
That's the sad part, Deji. It could have been good if it was better thought out. That's the problem.
Oh.
Okay,
Hello.
Shira, you're up.
And if you didn't
You're the
forge
woman from the
evidence,
Kentucky place.
Yes,
Still like this theme.
I do.
She looks like a character from the Anita books.
I knew
oh,
it. Something's the matter.
Hold on,
You
I'll
wanna
show
help,
you.
Right?
Yeah, show us in the
Yeah,
chat.
Android.
Never heard of it.
Well, you've come to the right place. This way, please.
Right,
wrong.
They're gonna keep writing it like that, aren't they?
Shira, now you're doing it.
Thank you.
Please don't order a hit out on us for that bad pun.
My name is Alita
Yala.
Tiala.
Alita.
I have a request.
Her last name is her first name, but
Please
rearranged.
don't tell me also her panties got stolen.
Don't
Maybe
worry.
Tia.
Don't worry, it's fine.
No, it doesn't. Anyway, let's ask about her request. Your
Oh,
request. Let me guess, something's been stolen.
God damn it!
Wait for it.
Your flyer.
My fly's undone! Oh shit!
A flyer, not a fly.
It says now defending, so I thought.
No, it doesn't. How can you tell what it says on there?
It's on the fine print.
What? You mean you want me to defend you? Me?
There
no,
you
I
go.
don't think you're the right person I'm looking for. Maybe you can tell us what happened?
I walked into here and asked you to be.
Were you hit by a car? Did someone steal your stand? Or your...
Beep.
It was Dio.
Yes, of course, sir.
No.
You expect it to be a simple panty stealer, but it was me.
I'm not the client, actually.
It's like I told you, Teo. The perpetrator is Motomo Toriyama.
The client would be, well, my fiance, I suppose.
Ugh.
Let's just say,
Is-
let's just say me and Dwayne don't like that guy she's talking about, and you'll see.
Fiance? What happened to him then?
I know what he looks like, I just don't know anything about him.
Oh, I hate him.
He was arrested this morning. The charge was murder.
Because
Yeah,
of course it was.
Of course, it's freaking murder.
Why can't I just have
Murder?
a simple case for a change?
Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing in this country?
Oh,
Have you heard about what happened at the park?
Yeah, we saw it earlier.
sorta.
But let's hear about Tiala's story first.
Sure, why not?
So, what's your story? You frequent the Kataki mansion, yes? Sir, you just asked me about a murder. Why are you asking about me? Are you a member of their, organization?
No, not yet.
I'm working up into the ranks, you see.
Oh.
Not yet?
Yes, not yet. She just said that.
You see, I'm to be married next month to the boss's son.
Goody.
The boss's son? So he's... a gangster?
A gangster.
What
a
exactly?
mob
What?
man, a hit
What
you
exactly
could
she
say.
saw in him, I will never
Money.
know.
The money.
Yes, but the Takis are, locally responsible gangsters.
And that's
Sure.
I thought it would be nice for a change. With my boring job, live the good gangster life.
Yeah, I can totally picture this woman becoming a gangster.
To be fair,
Alita
to be
Tiala,
fair,
21,
Pedro,
Blue,
never
Protected
judge based off of first appearances. You'd be surprised what someone can do despite what they look.
I think you're onto something, although I can't really take them seriously if they're calling them gangsters.
You do realize that gangsters before the whole rap.
Truthy, shouldn't it be Mrs. Kataki?
Yeah, that was probably a typo there.
No, they're not actually married yet, so no.
Yeah.
I'm not sure your daddy would care much for that.
Yeah, well, but I think what she was saying, Mrs. Kitaki, as in she was speaking in future tense. Like
Nope.
she was.
Nope, she's talking present tense, actually.
What happened? What? Wait, now you're mentioning the murder? Why'd you ask about me then?
Because of the British player.
Also, what did you
Oh,
say?
Dwibs is recording this. That explains everything.
Yep.
Yep.
I haven't been told all the details. But I do know a body was found in the park near the Kitaki mansion.
Huh, a body found
Why
near the mansion of a local crime family, the biggest in this town. Even
Oh,
bigger
wow.
than the Cadaverinis.
Also, why do you have a Sonic logo in your chest? Like, with the wings in the side and everything?
Actually,
Like-
that's like 4-leaf clover in the middle.
I know, yeah, the 4-leaf clover in the center and wing. What is that thing?
She's
Dobby.
it's a bird dress.
Isn't that looks uncomfortable to wear, honestly?
I hear this.
In a Japanese
Dude,
game,
have you
never
seen
saw that
what
before.
most of the Ace Attorney characters wear? Yeah, I'm surprised they're able to walk.
And your fiancé was arrested for this?
So person is your fiance.
He's a horrible little shit.
Thank you.
Damn.
High five us.
That is putting it lightly.
No,
Yeah.
wait. Well, to be fair, he is a teenager, so what do you expect?
I
Oh,
don't give a shit if he's a Maya was a teenager and she wasn't
And
that
Maya
bad.
was an idiot!
Not just that.
Maya was a lovable idiot.
Not just that. I don't.
Lovable idiot.
Okay.
It's not even just that, guys. I don't buy into this whole. Oh.
There he is.
Although I
There
will
he
admit, when he does start like
Oh no.
he
Is that a
looks,
furry?
he looks like a fox.
Also, he has a badger in the.
Wow, I hate him already.
Joy.
He can be so powerful and menacing, but so
Really?
cute. That's debatable. Heavily debatable.
Menacing.
Different
Yes, you
strokes
have.
for different folks, I guess.
But if he's
It's
the
a-
boss's only son.
But it's not even just that, guys. I absolutely detest this excuse that he's a teenager, therefore I can write him as like an annoying shit. No, there are plenty of teenagers that are nice.
Granted, the story itself doesn't use that as an excuse. That's just a stupid excuse some people defending the game try
I
to
know.
use.
I'm just
Unfortunately,
saying.
It's usually a stereotype given to, rich kids in fiction.
Please
Also-
tell
it's
us
still,
my
it's still
walkie.
bad, but
Walkie.
Also, if I recall
Ah.
correctly, I don't think he's a teenager. Like, isn't he in his 20s?
Right. My first solo defense case.
But
Oh.
how old is she?
Well, remember.
21.
Let's look at the age bios.
She's 221.
And how we need to...
And how old is Walkie?
Walkie's like 18 or 19.
Oh, okay, so he's technically an adult then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I prepared a letter of request. I know you need those.
And it's not even teenager. He's just a bad person altogether.
The best
Okay.
way to
Phoenix
des-
didn't need these.
Yeah.
At least I don't think.
the best way to describe Walkie is Ron Delight, but done badly. In that I mean, Ron Delight was also a criminal, and despite being an adult, acted childish. But Ron Delight was overall a likable character still, because
You see, the thing was, Ron Delight was actually a good person. He did what he
Exactly.
did because he did it for the love of his life. Walkie, he's just an arrogant, spoiled brat.
oh boy, here we go.
Oh, this is
Uh,
it.
I got
first
some
murder
things to say
crime.
about him.
One of my least favorite characters in this game.
You already have good taste. I'm sorry.
Ah, it's you
it's-
kids again.
The worst prosecutor ever.
You disgust me.
Look,
Who does?
can't you
Both
find
of
some
you.
other place to play?
He's
No, I
worse
don't think
than...
he's a bad prosecutor. I just don't like his
No, I'm just saying,
personality.
if you think he's worse than Francisca von Karma?
I
there
love
is
No,
Francisca.
no,
Shut up.
no,
Oh.
no.
awful. She sucks.
Okay.
She has one joke. She has one joke.
We can have this argument
Okay,
later.
guys,
Come on.
I would rather not set the
Sir,
record
I
for
have a letter of
complaining
request here.
since the guys not even showed up on screen. Also, yeah. I'll just sum it up like, you know what, no. I'm gonna wait till he actually shows up on screen.
Request.
Could you please kill this person? Okay,
Why
thanks.
does it say hit request on it?
Hey, Dibs, could you please kill this person? Okay, thanks.
I'm just
This
distracted
job
by
has to
this
use the
old
Kentucky
the police
station.
officer trying to kidnap the old lady.
Hit
Yeah.
request.
But she's still trying to climb over that edge.
Yeah, Word of God says that old lady is old back, Dej.
Oh, Pedro, you're up.
Wait,
excuse
really?
me, excuse me, coming through.
Ah, it's you, Mr. Gavin.
Gee, I wonder who he's related to.
They already said his name, so...
I know that's what I'm saying.
Guy.
And just look at his hair.
Yeah.
And look at the box art. Jeez.
I must say, I'm used to being inspected by the lady.
Oh God.
Joy.
I like him.
But this is the first time I've felt this way with a man.
What the fuck is wrong with this game and these innuendos?
That
Mr.
wasn't an innuendo
Gavin?
to you, that's just straight up hitting on someone.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, it's very juvenile, strangely.
He's joking.
Well, that's the thing. Considering what happened. Oh,
Ah, Fraulein, what is a sweet morsel like you doing in such a dismal place? Can I help?
he's saying.
that's the level 1
Yeah.
song.
Fraulein,
Stay away
it's a
from
German.
that.
It's a German word.
Because I never knew how to pronounce it.
Fraulein.
Yes?
Being European helps.
Yes.
The police officer fellow here won't let us in.
Boo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, we gave him a letter.
Deji, have you ever seen Sound of Music?
Oh
it said
yeah,
that-
man, I love
They
that.
said, yeah, they say that word a lot, Fraulein Maria.
Trucy, not for nothing, but the letter of request kind of lost a little bit of his luster when it said hit request on the envelope.
You must be exhausted standing out there. Watch it again, Deji. It's a good way for you to familiarize yourself with that. Anyway,
It's been years.
oh, it's
since
I love that movie so
yeah,
much. Anyway, I will
own a
take
VHS.
I will take you to the scene of the crime.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, really?
I'll just sum it up like this. Like unintimidating as a persecutor, and bland as a character.
I wouldn't
Why
call him
leave,
bland as a
officer?
character. My issue is that they don't take certain advantages that they should have. But
Because
again, we'll get to that
out
later.
of all the prosecutors, he actually has a legitimate reason for hating Apollo.
And yet he
Ah,
doesn't.
very well. This way, Fraulein.
Also, for the record, I have different reasons for disliking him to Pedro. So.
Yeah. I
Feel
think,
free.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure. I like him as a prosecutor, but in terms of he
Valid.
Hey, what about me?
well, he loves stroking his ego in the most cringe-inducing way possible.
Oh, what the fuck?
I just want him to shut up.
Mhm.
June 15th,
And
people
also,
power.
considering what I know of, at the end of this game and Dual Destinies, they really dropped the ball with him. They could have done so much.
True.
with him.
I'm gonna say I even fault Yamazaki for not doing what he could have with Clavier, which is a shame because he
There
fixed
was
a lot of
so
other
much
things.
potential there, and they just didn't do.
That again, Dual Destinies kind of like ignored a lot of plot points from Ace Attorney 4.
Well, yeah, to the point where they even bring back a certain
was
character's
deliberate,
costume,
though.
but yeah, that was deliberate. Anyway,
All right, well, we'll see you
hey,
later.
we found the
Wait,
stand.
whose
Who
character
was that?
Yeah, type it up for me.
For me,
Oh,
Shiroi.
I heard myself echo.
Sorry, guys, but Trucy's screaming.
Apollo, look, a corpse.
A corpse? It's...
John Cena.
What? Hey, it's just a mannequin.
It's only a model.
You guys like Rise from the Ashes?
Yes.
Well, it sure got me.
My problem, Shiroi, is that again, like prosecutors are fun when they're being, actual opponents.
Okay. We already
Joe,
said
you're up.
Ahem.
Uh,
Might I ask exactly what it is you're doing here?
Oh, it's Emma again.
Hi, Emma.
Oh, it's you. How did you kids get in here?
We had a hit request. I mean, a letter of request.
We're taking a hit out on you, Emma.
I ship
Oh, this
Apollo
guy.
and Emma.
Well, he was more like a prince, really. You let us in.
I ship Apollo and Juniper, but I can see why you'd ship Apollo and them as well. Him
Oh yeah,
again.
Juniper's the appropriate one, while Emma is just how they interact with each other.
Emma absolutely hates Clavier.
Oh,
yeah.
that. Well, actually, Shiroi, Judge was talking about shipping Apollo with Emma. That
Oh.
glimmerous fop
I can
always
see
getting
why.
in my way. And yes, that is right. A lot of people do ship Emma with Clavier. Anyway,
Why?
And then Ace Attorney 6 came out, I was like, oh yeah.
that one's better.
Polar opposite shape.
Excuse me? We have a letter of request.
Oh,
People
geez.
ship Clavier and Apollo as well.
Because
Well,
of-
that one's obvious.
I'm gonna go out of the
One
Java.
moment.
I'm gonna.
One moment.
Why is she holding that big magnifying glass?
Also,
I'm
yes,
expecting it
Just pretend she's
scientifically.
doing it.
Jova, I'm gonna go for think out of the box. For irony's sake. Larry finally finds happiness with Emma.
No.
Well,
he's
it
gonna end
is.
with Franziska. We've discussed this.
Yeah,
Does he
true.
even know who he
He's
is?
probably gonna end up with Franziska. And yes, as Franziska does know who Larry is, Dwibs. There's an entire bout in Ace Attorney Free for that.
Tiala, Alita. I think you got the names the wrong way around.
I'm pretty sure she whipped him for calling her.
My guess is, Dwibs, what happened was they
Took you
didn't.
30 minutes to figure it out.
My guess is what happened there is that they didn't switch the names around from the original Japanese order.
No, to me, I think the way she read it is like it was like reported as a police file. So
True, yeah. And in police files, they always mention the last name first.
The body was pulling the stand?
Pull the stand.
Mm-hmm.
Pull stand.
So, you're a defense attorney, are you?
Yeah, can you not tell by my badge?
No, I can tell by your
Haven't presented
hair.
it yet.
Detective Emma Sky, I'm in charge of this crime scene.
Funny, wasn't she training to be a scientist?
We
That's
got a
exactly
bit
it.
about that.
Yeah, it's interesting about that. She didn't make it.
Hmm.
Unfortunately. She
That's
doesn't
okay,
seem that
Shiori.
happy about it.
That's okay, sure. That's what Spirit of Justice is for.
Also,
We'll
what
get
happened
don't worry,
to,
let's get
We'll
explained
get there
anyway.
when we get there.
what happened
She
also to her
doesn't, she
sister?
doesn't seem that happy about many things. She's probably still in jail, rotting away.
I trust you know how to stay out of the way.
But that's alright, I didn't like her anyway.
I always carry 2 pairs of handcuffs just in case.
Ooh, kinky.
Get your mind out of the gutter. I have a
But
job
why
to
over-
do.
You bashed Clavier for
Innuendo.
flirting or putting innuendos.
Well, anyway, let's ask her about the case. Detective Sky?
Quiet, please. It's snack time.
Oh, you're one of
Snack time.
those nerds that need
Fudge.
Wow, seriously? You are a very rude person.
You will see her eating potato chips very frequently.
The basic gist of it is that because she didn't get the job she wanted.
Hold on.
she's
Let
forced-
the story explain it.
Let the story explain it. Munch.
We're not making much progress here.
This could be the title of a part.
Emma's kind of like a less hostile Snape.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
She
that's the
must not be
perfect
very busy.
explanation.
Wait, how can she not be busy? She's investigating a crime scene.
I never seem to get a lucky break.
Yeah, I'm sure this is a fun job.
Back after 9 years, and they wouldn't give me the position I requested.
I requested.
And then I hear he gave up the defense attorney life.
Well, it wasn't exactly his choice.
This is a perfect representation for how a lot of fans reacted when they found out Phoenix was getting the boot.
He? Who's he? An ex-defensive... You should know full well who she is!
Well, to be fair, she could be talking about another defense
Oh, you
attorney.
cannot.
Apollo, look! That stand.
I think I had to edit out something, actually.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it says Eldoon.
We found the stand!
I've noticed.
Yeah, the letters are kind of big.
Well, we solved the case in stand, at least.
And we found a murder. Huh.
Though the circumstances could stand to be better.
Yeah.
That's a lot better.
Hmm.
Anyway, let's examine the, oh yeah, we can't examine it yet, because
Yeah.
Emma told us off for doing that.
One interesting detail I actually do appreciate is how
Yes.
older
Wow.
Emma actually does have a few similar sprite motions to that of her older sister. Somebody on, I forget if it was Tumblr or Reddit or whatnot, did post about how you notice a lot of cool details on how characters descended from or who have been influenced by certain other characters have some motion similar to their people they look up to.
Looks like he left. So yeah, we get his
Silver's
stand
still
back
there.
and he left.
And we found his stand and everything. What about our free bowl?
That's why he left, so you didn't have to give us a free bowl.
How is he gonna give us a free bowl if he doesn't have his stand?
Oh, too bad. Looks like I'll have to wait a little longer for that bowl. So sorry.
Is that sarcasm?
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm so sorry.
Aw, what a bummer.
Well, at least Trucy's taking it relatively well.
If it was Maya, she'd be on the floor crying.
Yes.
Yeah. I want. Oh, actually, no, I would want a burger instead. All right, let's try and.
Nope.
Yeah, I
You
think
could have a
this is.
noodle burger, but I suppose that would be gross.
Yeah,
Your
I think this
hamburger's
is-
a problem.
It's
Miss
fu-
Alita, why are you still here?
It's funny because
I
in
love
the
that
original
comment.
Japanese version, Maya's hungry for ramen as opposed to burgers.
All right, to the detention center.
Yeah, well, to be fair, like apparently the ramen center is essentially the burger joint.
Huh. So, but yeah, it's okay because later games have cleared it up that she's a fan for both ramen and burgers.
You look as happy as a
You
steamed
look as
clam in
happy
its
as
shell.
a steamed clam in a shell.
I thought you said we were
What?
having
This is it.
steamed hams.
No, I said steamed clams.
I'm allergic to clams, damn it, Dwibs.
Clean your ears out, Polly.
Do you need
Oh
something?
my god, the guard actually speaks.
Yes, that's right. I hope Dwibs also
Why?
remembers my request to examine the guards because
Yes.
the guards actually do some interesting things here.
Yes, we're attorneys.
So he's actually not just a mannequin to scare the inmates into thinking they can't get out.
Yep.
I was hoping we could see Mr. Wacky Kitaki. Unfortunately.
What?
Wait,
It's
it's
walkie
pronounced.
tacky.
Sorry, he's in questioning right now. Could take a while.
Well, at least they're not telling us.
Why are you
to,
such
well,
an annoying
fuck off.
shit?
Drat. Oh well, guess we'll have to come back later then.
Yay, we could delay meeting that little prat.
Chris Pratt.
So much for that, pal.
Don't worry, Paul. You'll get that battle,
Oh.
and then some.
Alright, we'll come back here later. Anyway, back to,
So what to do now?
You're
yeah.
gonna stay in our office, aren't you?
But first, let's examine the hat. A blue silk hat, just like the one Trucy is wearing.
It's a replica, I guess.
Or a spare?
Or maybe it's like in
Oh,
Presto.
that's just for show. Don't wear it, please.
Oh, I was right.
Uh-huh. Last part from my mind, honest.
I put it there so clients can see it and know who I am. Nothing says magician like a silk top hat.
Speaking of which, Dwibs, please tell me that you
Um,
present the badge as well.
Where's your magic wand?
I'm not sure if I do. I can't remember.
Ah, well. At least,
Oh, well,
Well,
again,
now you're
you-
gonna have to re-record this all
At the-
over again.
hey, at the very least, you made sure to record all stepladder dialogue, at least.
Well, if I notice a step ladder there, then
Yeah.
yes.
Thank you.
It's not a step ladder, it's a ladder.
It is
What's
a
the difference?
stepladder.
It's
Anyway,
a
back
ladder.
to
Civil War.
back to the Hickfield.
Thank
There
you,
actually
Tony,
was a
that's
civil war for that, believe it or not, back when Spirit of Justice was
I'm
getting hyped.
sure.
People have
It was back when
much need-
It was back when
such
Spirit of
a
Justice
free-
was getting hyped, Shiroy, and it was revealed that Phoenix was going up against Apollo, so there was
They
basically a team.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. They never should have revealed that.
Oh, you
Could
mean
be a
in the
surprise,
trailer?
though.
Yeah.
Who? Me? No, I'm fine. Really.
I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Hey, yeah, he hasn't said that in a while. What's this? So, there is a problem.
Yeah, your character.
Yeah.
No problem. Actually, I got a defense request.
Huh. You know, despite us complaining about it, now that I think about it, I don't think he really says the I'm fine thing that much here in this game.
He doesn't
overall.
really say I'm fine that much to begin with.
That's
Yeah.
a Yamazaki thing, I believe.
Yeah, true.
Well, the
Yamazaki
thing,
does
well, the
that
thing
more.
is, Dual Destinies actually gave a reason for why he says that.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
that.
So it made
I-
more
It's
sense
not
there.
like he says
Oh,
it
yeah,
all
this-
the
this
time.
bit.
I think it makes
Phoenix
me-
thinks Phoenix is junky. The request was for me.
Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, my point is like, well, I think I may have been misremembering wrong, and yeah, he doesn't say it that much in this game, actually.
He said it a lot at the beginning, but he hasn't said it for a long while now.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's not really just all there is to Apollo, so...
He's doing it on purpose.
Well, actually, yes, there is, because in this game he had no personality.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that, shall we? Apollo
Well,
Justice...
first of all, let's talk. Actually, we need to talk to Phoenix about the murder.
True, good point.
Yeah,
So, what about this defense request?
So you mean it's a death end request?
It's related to the murder in People Park, actually.
And...
Okay.
come on, Apollo.
I need to think about what to say.
Guess what?
I will stand at the scene.
Oh Jesus, Shiro.
Share your microphone.
Huh?
Oh, that's better now.
Never mind.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Did you now? That's unusual indeed.
Well, yeah. I mean, what was that with that weird blowing sound for a second?
Indeed. Never heard of a noodle stand being used as a murder weapon. Get ready for even crazier stuff in the future, Phoenix.
Of course.
A noodle stand being used as a murder weapon. I think the murder weapon was something else.
Oh, trust me, Apollo, you can never be too careful in this job.
Yeah, you're new here. You don't understand this.
By the way, we're a few
So,
parts into
you
this case and we
don't
don't
know
even
what the murder weapon was.
We're a few parts into this case and we don't know who the victim is.
Well, we've just gotten hired for the case, so yeah.
That funny detective lady won't let us on the scene.
Even though we have a hit letter of request and everything.
And we wonder why we have trouble sometimes.
Yeah. Again, sorry. I paced this for Shiro, but I think I pasted this long.
What
Here we
kind
are.
of detective wears a lab coat anyway?
Ding ding ding.
You know, that's one of the less weird things, honestly, about the police force. A lab coat. Didn't think she'd be involved with this.
Is Phoenix Ripe having to play the pro game?
Yes.
You know her?
It's...
Maybe the cop is wearing Dr. House's lab coat since he never wears it.
Oh yeah, why doesn't he?
He hates him.
Pet peeve.
Emma went to New Jersey, stole a lab coat, and he didn't give a shit.
It's no Dwibs, it's like in Patch Adams. He went to a meat convention and took a coat from there.
Anyway,
God.
I met her on a case. This was about 10 years ago.
It smells like a flashback. Oh wait.
The basic gist of it, Joe, is that he finds it uncomfortable.
Yeah, and now she's 25. So she was 15 when Rise from the Ashes took place.
She was
Alright,
still a
then.
high school student at the time.
Yep.
That would make her about the same age as me.
Wait.
Game don't. Or you. Actually, no, Kid Guy. I actually kind of like a pop.
That's my daddy. He knows all the police types.
Yes, he does, for better or for worse.
Why is half the
Yeah.
internet giving me an evil glare?
Oh, wait. Maybe you know the other guy too?
That's just shipping wars for you, Dwibs. You'll be fine.
Dwibs,
That-
you better stay out of those. They're not fun.
That other guy?
That shining prince on the motorbike.
What motorbike?
Yeah, well,
Motorcycle.
To be fair, guys, we did see a motorcycle right next to the park when Clavier
There he
showed
is.
up.
Well, he's not even given a name yet. So I'm going to call him question mark.
Question mark
I've
Gavin.
been saying his name for. Okay.
He's
Yeah,
question mark.
The joke kind of sucks.
So, Prince.
Mysterious Prince.
Apollo, tell me about this Prince of Truces.
So that I can
the
kill him.
overbearing dad.
Indulge a concerned father. I have a Magatamas. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? A cool comic where basically Phoenix finds out that Trucy has a new boyfriend. So basically he consults Apollo, Athena, and his Magatama to make sure the boy's alright.
It still frustrates me though, because that's like the game's teasing. Again, I want to see more about the relationship between Phoenix and Trucy. We don't get any of that in this game because Phoenix is completely out of character in this game.
To be
And
fair,
when we do get it in 5, it's really under.
But I want an actual, like, proper, full explanation. I want to see what it was like for Phoenix to raise his daughter.
You know what would have been better?
Oh.
You know what would have been much better?
What?
What?
If Phoenix adopted Pearl.
True, that would have averted a lot of suffering.
Well, too bad. You'll get your Dark Age of the Law shit and like it.
Don't remind me. Anyway, though,
But I don't want it.
to sum up the
Well,
yeah.
too bad.
So anyway, Clavier Gavin, rock and roll god incarnate.
Yeah, there you go. There's a name now.
Flavia? What a lovely name. He's so dreamy and...
Debatable.
That's debatable.
She's a teenage girl.
Yeah.
I didn't know Mr. Gavin had a brother. I mean, considering, but actually, that one doesn't make much sense. Considering what we learn about Gavin later on, I'm surprised Apollo didn't make the connection earlier.
Which Gavin?
Clavier.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, granted,
How did you not know they were brothers?
Granted, the Dwibs, they could have easily have just been family, but not brothers. There are a lot of cases where people look similar. However, though, I do agree with you, though, that he should have at least known about Clavier's presence in the first place, considering what we find out later.
Oh, I think I get what you're talking about. Okay.
Because let's just say Clavier is in deep with certain things. Now, go to the office. Under the silk top hat, you'll find a bottle of white powder. Now take that Now take that white powder to the very big circus, throw it in everyone's faces, then go get the other bout of white powder and take it to this detective.
White powder? I hope it's not what I think it is.
It's a very big circus still around,
Yes,
Yeah,
as
it is.
Investigations 2 will confirm.
but Investigations 2 takes place before Ace Attorney 4.
Yeah, basically we learned that the very big circus will go on to run forever.
Yeah, I know, but and
Also, we have to tell her. We got to tell her Nick said hi.
Let me finish. The Investigations games take place shortly after 3, and apparently 1 and 2 take place days in between each other.
Yes, Dad.
Finally,
So-
Elite's gone.
Yes, Dad, like I'm telling you, we learned from the epilogue of Investigations 2 that the very big circus will go on forever.
Apollo, you
Oh.
looked at the hat earlier.
Yes, but this must be the specific silk top hat.
Well, let's take a closer look. Huh?
Whoa!
Wow.
You know what this is, Truce?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Tell him to
Whoa!
go on the
Whoa!
Oh god, I love dead memes, Jova.
Are you
I
sure
remember
it's
finding
dead?
myself in Daddy's dresser.
Yes, because no one memes about it
I
anymore.
thought it was sugar, so I licked it. He got mad at me.
Trucy, be careful! That's the cocaine! We need to sell that!
Yeah.
How do you think I keep this place afloat? Playing poker and playing piano? No, it's some
Sadly.
cocaine.
This is getting more and more suspicious.
Polly,
I'm
come
with Apollo
on.
on
It's
this
just
one.
an easy, simple deal. Go in, get out, give the detective the white powder. It's totally not bribery, and she'll let you through.
That's... Oh,
And there's a line in Ace Attorney 6 where Apollo says, "You sure get excited whenever you see that white stuff, Emma."
She's sure to know what...
The white powder.
Why not just look at what the label says and then type it in on the internet?
Oops, labels can
Remember-
lie.
Remember, Dwibs, we're operating on a dystopian future that doesn't have the internet for some reason.
Actually, they do have the internet
And
here.
common sense.
Actually,
they
they
don't
do-
also have common sense.
Actually, they do have the
Back-
internet here, but Trucy doesn't have a smartphone because,
people
you know,
talk.
her father's salary doesn't make that much.
Alright.
And when he
does-
becomes a better self,
Anyway, this is does this ring any bells?
Ah! Is that? It couldn't! Where did you get that?
I brought it from the office.
You don't mean The Office?
Yeah, I hate that show.
Although the
The
US
UK
version was
version's
better than
better.
the UK version. You
Wow,
were...
Deji prefers the UK version?
No. I'm just joking. I know some people prefer the UK version.
I don't really like the UK version.
I haven't
Me
seen.
neither.
I haven't seen either version actually. I have to go try sometime.
US version has better versions of the characters overall.
Check this
Well-
guy. How do you know my daddy?
Well, there's a crossover between both versions at some point anyway. So
There was? Daddy? I'm sorry. Did you say you were...
well, yeah, both main characters
Sure,
meet
see
each
you're right.
other at some
You're
point.
Nick's right daughter.
Holy cow, Mr. Wright scored.
Yeah, that's the most surprising thing of all this.
What? Mr. Wright has a daughter?
She looks like she's about to cry.
Dun dun dun. Well, Shiroi, Emma.
Holy crap, he did it. He actually banged Maya, did it? Mia.
No.
Maya.
Neither.
No, he got together with Edgy and they adopted a kid. We've been over this.
Get
Well,
a step
if you're
away
Miss-
from Tumblr, please.
Well, if you're Mr. Wright's daughter, then you must be his apprentice. And I'm available to help you out in any way I can.
Apprentice. It's not Alan Sugar. Not calling me Mr. Wright's apprentice.
All right, Apprentice Wright. This powder is used for detecting fingerprints.
I'm not named Wright. Fingerprints?
Okay, Hornhead. I guess you might call it a memento from the time I spent with Mr. Wright.
Yeah, close enough.
Really? Huh. Your parents have an
White
interesting
powder.
naming process, I guess.
I've been called worse.
I may have found the one person who's more depressed than me. If you find any evidence with fingerprints on it, please let me know. We'll dust it for prints.
You see, guys, this is why Apollo and Emma were made for each other. They could relate in that they've both been called dodgy names.
Yes.
Well, she's quite the eager beaver all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'll give Emma this. It's an interesting development for her to have. She's a depressed, hard, down on her luck woman who didn't get the job she wanted, but she's still trying to make the most of it while she prepares for her next exam.
Info about the case.
A report came in at late last night. There was a shooting there. And, well, in place of where the mannequin is, it was a real body. So basically, the mannequin... Basically, the mannequin's being used as a stand-in for the corpse.
But why?
Why was a body pulling a noodle stand? Well, let's see. This is a
It's like a
Capcom.
joke.
Well, this is a Capcom franchise, so it was probably Nemesis doing it. If I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't still be here.
Well, what was the cause of death?
Take your pick. Let's see. A bullet wound to the temple. He was shot by a pistol.
It was a bullet wound to the temple by Mr. Black in the kitchen.
A pistol?
There, that's the shortest game of Cluedo I've ever played.
Not the easiest thing to do. Not the easiest thing to come by in this day and age. It's been a long time since we've had a good old murder.
Unless you're a cop. Gangster.
So I guess this Japan America doesn't have the Second Amendment.
Incidentally, actually they do still, but let's
we
just
got a
say
victim. We got the
something.
name of the
The
victim now.
victim's name was Pal Maractus. I just received the autopsy report, in fact.
Updated.
Heck no, just added, not updated. I mean, really, what's up with this case?
Oh, Grace is gonna rant now.
It's enough to make me want to run off pulling a mysterious noodle stand behind me.
Why? That's very specific.
Not so mysterious, actually.
Yeah, you'd be the talk of town if you did that. Just saying.
Local cop who goes crazy runs with noodles.
Yeah,
You should tell her, Apollo.
I will admit, while she's not as fun as Gumshoe, she still has a lot of fun hijinks enough for this game. Emma is one of the better characters in this game, which kinda goes to show. A likely story. I didn't come here to play games, you know.
Actually, we do know where the noodle stand came. The noodle stand's owner is...
Mr. Wright? Oh no.
No. Take that!
Who's the old guy?
This is the proprietor of Eldoon's Noodle. Doing himself.
Oh, is it your grandpa?
How he doesn't look like me.
So?
He's famous in this part of town.
Never heard of him.
Really? What about your relatives then?
Oh, not bad. I guess Mr. Wright picked the right kids for the job. Also, my parents died in a car crash.
So did mine.
No.
How relatable.
How do you know that?
I have certain connections.
I find out those connections over the
What
soul.
sort of person was the victim, anyway?
An arsehole.
You mean what he did do? Well, he was a doctor. Paul Maractus, and we've seen a Maractus clinic.
A doctor? I'm starting to see a connection here.
Hmm.
And then Dr. House comes in and tells and dresses him down even after he's dead.
Oh, me? I'm just a supervisor for this crime scene. A detective.
Well, that's what you do. Detective Sky. Detective Sky Digital.
I was out of the country for a while. I came back to be a forensic scientist.
Ooh, were you studying abroad?
Yep, because everyone from this point on is gonna be somebody coming in from abroad. Something like that. I was studying
Oh,
in
Europe
Europe.
is full of geniuses, apparently.
Remember,
Europe, eh?
medical PhD at the age of 5. But when I got back here, they threw me in criminal affairs, just like that.
Well, hey, it could be worse. Could be on parking duty.
Why didn't you just become a forensic expert in Europe?
Because there's a latent bloke who always solves everything. I don't want to get shown up like that. And I suppose that was an option, but...
But,
Not a lot of
Jova,
jobs
those
going
series-
because Leighton kind of does everything.
But Jova, those series aren't related.
crossover.
Yeah. I'm talking about 2007. Favors, wasn't she in high school when she left?
Well, in retrospect, the crossover happened before this.
Also, the fact
Chronologically.
that there was a crossover means that it already existed in this universe to begin with.
Yep. I was involved in an incident before I left.
I was
To find out.
traumatized.
But
Find
Mr.
out about
Wright
this
and his
incident,
people,
March of the Ashes.
they helped me out. I owed them, yes, and thank goodness this game finally confirmed that Rise from the Ashes was canon. Can't believe people had to actually debate about
Really?
that.
I had no idea.
They debated for like 2 years. She's been out of the country for... She probably doesn't know about Mr. Wright's current state of... she did. She said he gave up the lawyering business.
Well, that's what she
No,
thinks.
I think he means like his injuries and stuff.
And she may not, yeah, that too.
Could you tell us a bit about the defendant? Other than he's a Pratt.
Chris
He's
Pratt?
the only son of the Kataki family, yes? Come on.
Waki, Kentucky. I don't know if he is the boss's son, but he's certainly throwing his weight around violently in the detention center. Good luck
Charlie.
with this defense.
Yeah, woo!
Your second case, and you're going up against a gangster who kind of has the looks of being a killer.
Why was he arrested in the first place?
Oh no.
You are a defense attorney, aren't you? You're not his by any chance.
Actually, yes, I am.
Well, then I feel sorry for you, bloke, because you're about to go up against undefeated prosecutor number 4.
Wait,
Eh?
has he actually been undefeated?
Yes, at this point.
Yeah.
To be fair, they don't play that one up as much for a certain reason.
So who's the witness?
Good question.
Let's find out more about the victim.
There are no witnesses yet.
No,
Could you
she
talk a
said,
bit more
Emma
about
said
the
that
victim?
there was a witness.
Oh,
Like a plot twist. There is no witness.
oh,
This
never
is
mind
actually
then.
a civil dispute. Ha ha.
Well, let's see. Apparently, he's the physician of a clinic not too far from here. Well, actually, it's quite well off too, from the sound of it.
Or quite well off in this case means he's a rich fuck.
The clinic's name is the Maractus Clinic. Yes,
So,
he's one of
yeah,
those
yeah.
kinds of high-hard egomaniacs.
Sherry?
What? You've
Oh.
been to the clinic?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, though on a related issue.
Really, legally speaking?
I told the detective about the case of the stolen noodle stand.
Anything else? I see. So that means... Dr. Maractus stole the stand and pulled it all the way here?
Yeah, he's quite a that would seem to be the case.
And he had a panty stuffed up his tailpipe.
Don't say it like that, please.
But why? That's exactly how it went.
That's Emma, that is not a question.
Don't ask me! Why does everyone think it was me?
Because you're the defense attorney.
Yeah.
And also because
Why would a defense attorney steal pennies?
Well, let's see. You worked for Christoph Gavin, and he turned out to be the culprit.
Now that's annoying.
A shiv, to be precise.
She's so
Okay
smart.
then.
Look at Ever the show off.
Ooh, lingo.
Hey, I studied. I know my stuff.
This is like the ladder and step ladder debate, isn't it?
An defendant, Waki Kataki, is the son of known gangsters. The police are assuming this belongs to him.
Wait, but wasn't the murder weapon a pistol?
Well, yeah, but he can also carry a shiv.
I mean, he is a gangster.
Look at this, there's a handprint on this shiv.
But on a day-to-day basis.
Handprint? And there might be a fingerprint!
Well, yeah.
Depends, Roy. Sometimes handprints don't leave fingerprints when they're smushed.
Anyway, now we're gonna go back to a returning feature from Rise from the Ashes, taking fingerprints, but first let's let Emma explain.
Right, first, choose the fingerprint you want to examine.
Choose a fingerprint?
Any fingerprint. Look closely at the handle.
Why did the police allow her to just wear a lab coat?
See? There's more than one fingerprint there.
Maybe she just refuses to take it off.
Those black spots.
That's right. Pick the one you want to analyze.
We'll go for the most obvious one.
Yeah, the darker one. There you go.
Right. Let's get detecting. Let's get dangerous.
Wow, she's practically glowing with excitement.
Yeah, that's she's enjoying herself too much.
Yeah.
First, sprinkle some aluminum powder over the print. Just touch the screen like this, see?
Yep, tap.
The oil left by the print absorbs the aluminum powder, so you just dust it off. And on, dust off, and flick any excess off.
Yeah, in the DS version, you blow it off, but well, iOS doesn't really have that kind of capability, so you just brush it off.
Wow, they actually changed the dialogue for that.
Yep.
Interesting.
Like you're brushing a foot.
Although, you kind of have to wonder, narratively speaking, why in the police they would touch it, risking contaminating it.
That face, though.
Yeah.
Right, let's give it a shot.
Again, if there's one thing Apologists did use to its advantages, it was the advanced text, so we did get a lot more detailed and expressive sprites. Doesn't always speak for the character of those sprites, but I digress.
Alright, let's just tap the screen all over, and then wipe, and then flick it off. There you go.
Good, clear. Quite impressive.
That's just Tsutsukumi's thumb.
Next, to match the print, the police office has samples so you can tell whose finger this print belongs to.
That doesn't sound like as much fun as actually.
Who said detective work was all fun and games? Okay, pick
Detective
the person
Gumshoe
whose
said it was
print
all
you
fun
think
and
this
games.
is.
Yeah, look where he is now.
Yeah,
Oh,
we never
no way.
see him again after.
Yamazaki, please.
Yeah, most of us, or all of us rather, aren't really happy about that.
Like, the 6 pretty much confirms that he's still around,
Yeah.
but it's like, it would have been nice to see him even as a cameo.
Yeah.
So the fingerprints do belong to the defendant.
Well... Okay, yes! It's amazing, isn't it? Ah, the power of science. It's my life. Or I wish it could be.
That smile does scare me, because she used to be this sweet, innocent girl that's just like, I've seen some shit. Well,
See-
nothing.
Oh, she's
Sparkling.
See, Emma is what I consider what they're trying to do with Phoenix done
I'm
better.
dimming.
Like, you know, Emma. See, with Emma, I get what they're trying to do, and they do it better with her than they do with Phoenix. You know, a character who we knew beforehand, but is different down the later of the lines. However, here it actually does make sense, and it's something that can be summed up. Whereas with Phoenix acts way drastically different, and even the
Charles even
explanation doesn't
started
always
already
fit it
on
well.
losing.
Although to be fair, when you're pretty much stripped from being a lawyer
Yeah.
for 7 years and being forced to take care of somebody,
I will give Phoenix.
yeah, you kind of do turn into an asshole.
True.
There's gotta be a good clue or two around here.
I think there's a line though.
My only issue with Phoenix mainly is the fact that it takes quite a while for us to get to learn the basics of it. See,
And when
okay,
you find out about it, it's like,
Please, can't you see him doing my... Huh?
Look,
Another pair of underwear?
hey, those are mine. I mean,
Deji?
okay,
my
Des.
girlfriends. Yeah,
wow, Apollo,
Sure.
you're a genius at
which
finding
says a lot
the
more
package.
about me.
Well, Apollo, you did say you were doing your job.
Stop saying that. Wait, these aren't...
Huge.
Those are
No,
plums.
we found Trucy's earlier.
They're not mine.
Those look
Yeah,
big
we
enough
found
to be
yours
Trucy's.
earlier.
Those look big enough to be Trucy's pants.
Could these have been stolen too?
The.
Rumors
Excuse-
added to the court
Hey,
record.
what's that evidence you've got there? So, have you met the defendant?
Fortunately, no.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
No.
Thanks, Jeff Goldblum. Visiting hours are almost over at the detention center. You might think about wrapping up here and heading over.
Actually, I can wait.
If you wait any
That's
longer,
not
then
right.
you won't get to meet with your defendant, and that'll mean that you won't be able to really defend him now, will you?
I don't know what good it will do. We have a witness and a knife with prints.
Oh, Apollo. It's standard procedure to have everything look like it's going to go to hell.
I mentioned I got a bad feeling about this.
Mainly for the defense, anyway.
Quite a few times.
Don't worry, it's like a right tradition.
But you only knew Phoenix for like a few days.
Actually, she
Some
knew
traditions I
Phoenix.
can live without.
Actually, she did keep in touch with Phoenix afterwards.
Anyway, we shall, unfortunately, have to meet up with our little prat. Our,
Rocky Tiki
Prince?
Taki, which is a
the
great
ne-
name to say.
in the next part.
So yeah.
See
See ya.
them.
See ya.
Yeah.